Hello, my name is Sarah Pearl, and for my video assignment, I will be going over the sampling techniques of Indiana bats, also known as Myotis sodalis. So, what exactly is the problem when it comes to sampling bats? Well, in the case of Indiana bats, they are known to be an elusive and also a federally endangered species. Therefore, it is important to survey them in order to track factors such as their health and demographics and help this species since they are currently threatened and endangered. The common sampling techniques for bats are known to be difficult to efficiently use. In the case of Indiana bats, they are known to be nocturnal and highly mobile. Therefore, the known methods, such as mist nets, harp traps, and acoustics, all have their own flaws. However, there are trade-offs for each. For example, when using traps, they are known to survey typically a small area in comparison to acoustics, which can typically cover a larger area. I will be going over all the common techniques for bats and determine which is the most effective. The first technique that I will be going over is mist nets. Mist nets are nets that are made of nylon or polyester mesh material and are held between two poles, which typically resemble a volleyball net. They also have shelves that essentially create a pocket that the bat falls into. Material, mesh size, and mesh length differ depending on the species. They are practically invisible due to the material used. For Indiana bats, it is suggested to use a 2-ply 50 denier nylon net that is about 38 millimeters in mesh size. It is also recommended to monitor the bats every 20 minutes, according to McCarthy et al. Let's go over the pros and cons of using mist nets. For pros, they are known to be light, easily portable, and easily erectable in the field. They are also able to be used in a wider array of ecological studies. They can minimize escapes if they are watched closely, and can be used in many different types of habitats. However, the cons include that bats are able to easily detect and avoid the nets. They are also easily damaged and sample a relatively small area. Due to this, they can present a strong sampling bias. The next technique is harp traps. Harp traps are traps that consist of a frame with multiple rows of thread and a catching bag at the base. It is designed to not damage the bat's wings. The bat will often detect the first row of threads to pass through and then get caught on the second row and fall into the catching bag. Some pros and cons of using harp traps include that they are able to cause less distress than mist nets. Bats can be removed from the catching bag easily, and they are more effective in catching small bats compared to mist nets. This is good for Indiana bats as they are a smaller species. Cons include that predation can occur easily if the traps are not regularly monitored. They are also small in size and are restricted to small areas. They can also only mainly be used at roost entrances or natural flyways. The last method is acoustic sensors. Acoustic sensors are ultrasonic sensors that are used to detect and analyze frequencies over a certain area. They are able to detect echolocation calls and be used to identify species. In the case of detecting Indiana bats, sensors can be placed in a central location and remotely monitored. Frequency of calls are recorded. Some pros and cons of sensors include that they are non-invasive compared to mist nets and harp traps. They are also able to provide a more complete inventory of bats. They also permit a larger sampling area compared to trapping. Some cons include that they are known to provide results with low accuracy. They also cannot adequately sample species with low frequency vocalizations. Also, detection rates can differ based on many different environmental factors. So how exactly do we address this problem? Well, the best way is to use a combination of methods to increase area and capturing potential, since no single method can provide a complete inventory. Capture is important to collecting information such as sex and reproduction rate, and detecting acoustically provides a larger sampling. By combining the use of either mist nets and harp traps with acoustic sensors, they are able to provide the biggest sampling potential. In result, more information will be collected and lead to more potential to help Indiana bats as an endangered species. The literature used includes Barlow Expectation Field Techniques, Britsky et al., Journal of Wildlife Management, Ferreira et al., Journal of Mammalogy; Francis, Journal of Mammalogy; Kaiser and O'Keefe, Journal of Mammalogy; McCarthy et al., Northeastern Naturalists; and O'Farrell and Gannon, Journal of Mammalogy. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please comment them below.